Hello, let's get started with the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle deck. Message for the collective, please. What is the message for the collective today? Message for the collective. Is this right side up? Message for the collective. What message wants to come through? Akashic Records. Clearing old stories, releasing past lives, freedom. Beautiful. Freedom timeline, clearing old stories. Maybe you're a writer. I'm thinking throat chakra. Expressing yourself, telling your story, storyteller. I'm also thinking Hierophant, ancient wisdom, sacred texts. For some reason, I'm hearing Taj Mahal. Okay, empire. Dynasty. Looking at this architecture here, dynasty. What is it called? Is it, what dynasty is that? Am I thinking? Oh, I think it's the Min Dynasty. Min Dynasty? Let me see. Let me see. Oh, it's Ming Dynasty, M-I-N-G. The Ming Dynasty, 1368 to 1644. There's that number 44. You're likely seeing lots of fours. Okay, the Ming Dynasty was the last Han Chinese imperial dynasty known for political stability, cultural flourishing, and maritime exploration. Interesting. Maritime exploration makes me think of the Maritimes in Canada. You may be Canadian or live in Canada. Origins and founding. The Ming Dynasty was established in 1368 by Zhu Yuan. Okay, I'm not going to even attempt to do that. A former peasant and leader. Interesting. A former peasant and leader of the Red Turban Rebellion, who became the Hongwu Emperor. Okay, make me think, obviously, of the Emperor in the Tarot, and we saw number 44. Emperor is depicted by the number 4. Solid foundations, structure, okay. He overthrew the Mongol-led Yuan dynasty, ending nearly a century of foreign rule in China and establishing Nanjing as the capital. Hongwu implemented a highly centralized government, strengthened the military, and promoted self-sufficient rural communities to support a permanent standing army exceeding 1 million troops. Okay, I'm going to stop there. But I find that interesting. A former peasant and leader of the Red Turban Rebellion. So I'm thinking new income bracket, changing status, up leveling, David and Goliath, the underdog story. Maybe the color red may be significant. Root chakra, again, I'm thinking of the Emperor in the Tarot. Number 4, the root chakra is depicted by the number red. Excuse me, the number red, the color red. Okay, let's read about the Akashic Records. Okay. Akasha is a Sanskrit word that means ether or sky-based. And, as explained above, the Akashic Records are a compendium of universal events, experiences, and lifetimes held in the spiritual realms. Helena Blavatsky, one of the founders of Theosophy, described them as indestructible tablets of the astral light. We can visit the Akashic Records in dreams, visions, and meditations. When we are transported or guided to connect with them, we are being given the opportunity to take an inventory of our life and all of the events that have taken place in it, and to gain information on lifetimes past. Okay, that stands out to me. Gaining information from past lifetimes. Okay. Your message. When you draw this card, the universe is releasing you from past experiences. Karmic release makes me think. These can be soul-based memories, fears from previous lifetimes, or older aspects of this current lifetime that you have moved on from. Know that this is the time to reclaim your freedom and rewrite your story. Indeed, rewriting your story, that is what you're doing. You can do this by following through on your dreams. Gone are the days of fear-based indecision. This is the time to rise up and claim your truth. Okay, you can do this by following through. Gone are the days of fear-based indecision. Okay, cycle breaker. Breaking the cycle, breaking the pattern, breaking fear-based patterns. If you are sitting on a dream or are feeling called to move in a particular direction, it's because you have unearthed an important soul lesson, and it is essential for you to follow that call to clear unwanted energies of your past. As you do so, don't allow yourself to be pulled into expecting the worst possible outcome. That makes me think of the Nine of Swords in the Tarot. Know that this expectation is not your truth, but old energy being released. Yes. If any old energies are arising within you, just recognize them for what they are. Older energies. Old energy being released from your energy body. Okay, yeah. So you may be feeling fatigued at times, tired, depleted. Call in angels to shine their light on any repressed fears, energies, or stories that are no longer serving you. It's time to fly high in freedom. Wonderful. You may love to read. I'm thinking library. You may visit the library quite often. Maybe you're a librarian. Very bookish, possibly. Royal, I'm getting royal. You may have had a past life as a royal. Okay, let's get one more. Does another message want to come out from the Gateway of Light activation for the collective? Ooh, okay, crystal skull wisdom, clarity. Okay, makes me think of the crown chakra and the third eye. Divine healing, high vibrational energy. Indeed, if you're feeling fatigued, that makes sense. Okay, your frequency is rising. Your system, your body is adjusting. Needs time to adjust. Okay, let's just skip to your message. All aspects of your life are becoming clearer at this time. Expect to become aware of what you need to step away from to have a more focused path. You may have felt indecisive. I think they use that word indecisive or indecision also when we're reading the guidebook on Akashic Records. You may have felt indecisive, but now you are downloading direct guidance. Oh my goodness. Downloading direct guidance from the heart of Source so that you can live and express yourself in a more authentic way. Again, express yourself. Throat chakra. Okay. No, okay. I think I mentioned storytelling, right? Know that downloads often appear as your own inner guidance, encouraging you to move forward. The key is to recognize the calmness they bring. Okay, discernment, spiritual discernment. This is a time of clarity and connection. Crystal Skull Wisdom is here to bring clarification to what you have been receiving within. Okay, strong emphasis on clarity here. from indecision to clarity, from uncertainty to clarity. In order for the next phase of your journey to unfold, you must follow the information you have received, including perhaps if you've accessed the Akashic records. You may have accessed information as well. You must follow the information you have received. You know what you need to do to heal and grow. If you've been asking for a sign that the healing work you have been doing has been successful, trust that this card is the message you have been waiting for. All right. Positive omen. Okay. Let's get one more. Okay, this is the Work Your Light Oracle. What wants to come through? What wants to come through? Messages for the collective. Oh, okay, way too many. May we just get one? One, please. One message from the Work Your Light Oracle, please. Thank you. You may work with crystals. I'm looking at the shade here, indigo. So third eye crystals that enhance your third eye opening, also the crown chakra. So I'm thinking amethyst, also lapis lazuli. Thank you. Star mother. How can you mother yourself? Okay, self-love makes me think. Blue, throat chakra. Potentially healing any mother wounds as well. But yeah, a strong message of self-love, of nurturing yourself, mothering yourself, your inner child. Okay, let's go to the light seers. Four of Swords. Yeah, this is a time to rest. You're being upgraded energetically. So yes, continue to be gentle on yourself. No need to push. Nurture your feminine energy. Thinking the Empress card now. Any other messages? Thank you. The Fool. Yep, new cycle. New cycle. Where you'll feel more energized. And looks like she's holding an amethyst crystal. And she looks very carefree. Quite the contrast in energies. Okay, look at this. We have the Two of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. Water and earth. Grounded energy. The need to get grounded, to stay as grounded as you can. As your system is being recalibrated. Okay, potential also, Two of Cups, potential union with a soulmate, a kindred spirit. Or just the union within yourself. Potentially, union, balancing out your masculine, feminine energies, but also coming into union with your higher self. As your frequency rises, it will make it easier. You will gain more clarity, receive communication from your intuition, your higher self. You will hear those messages, sense those messages more clearly. Eight of Cups. Releasing old stories, clearing old stories, releasing the past, moving towards freedom. Can you tell us more about this new timeline? Four of Pentacles. Okay. Staying grounded. Being mindful of your energy, how your body is feeling. Yeah, and that felt. I placed it under the Four of Swords. So listening to your body. Yeah, mothering yourself, nurturing yourself. Paying attention to bodily cues. Oh, what am I doing here? You may feel scattered at times. We did read about indecision in the guidebooks. So some mental fog is something that you may be experiencing. But look at this, clarity, Ace of Swords. Can you tell us more about this Ace of Swords, please? Three of Pentacles. Okay, more please. Five of Pentacles. Okay, so your network is expanding. Okay, we did mention in seeing the Two of Cups, possibly uniting with a soulmate, a member of your soul tribe, or multiple members. You may be collaborating with each other. So you may be feeling alone at times, isolated in your physical reality. Okay, let's continue. The Knight of Cups, okay. Yeah. Potential romantic relationship is coming in. So you may be working with someone, or potentially you're going to receive an idea. And through your implementation of this idea, through your work, you may meet someone, potential soulmate, Five of Cups. That ended up under the Eight of Cups. Lots of past disappointments. Yeah. It says here, Akashic Records, releasing past lives, clearing old stories. Sometimes your conscious mind may relive the past, what happened in the past. Stories of lack. Okay, what else, Spirit? Okay. Three of Swords. Lots of releasing. Making space. Yeah, making space for freedom. New energies. More passion, enthusiasm, pleasure. Knight of Wands. Out with the old, in with the new. The Emperor. Well, we did mention the Emperor, and there he is. May we know more about the Emperor, please? What about the Emperor? And the Queen of Swords. Someone who moves strategically, very mature energy, very logical, rational thinker, in touch with his feminine side as well. So someone who's well balanced within. Someone who's balanced their masculine and feminine energies. And they're both quite relaxed. They're both sitting. Very calm. Stable. Anything else you'd like to communicate? The Lovers just flew and landed. landed on the Queen of Swords. Okay, so either you or the person coming in, your divine counterpart, embodies the Emperor energy or the Queen of Swords energy. Okay. Love's coming. Your soulmate, divine counterpart, whatever term resonates with you. Yeah, potentially you may be working together. I'm noticing he's holding a large chess piece. So, and one of the things that I mentioned when looking at this image was empire, I believe. Also Ming Dynasty. So you may be building something together, working on a project together, building together. Yep, creating a life of freedom. Financial independence. 9 of Pentacles. Okay, I'm going to stop with the light seers. Where shall we go next? Okay, since we saw the lovers, let's go to the Warrior of Love Tarot. Let's see what comes out there. Three of Swords again. The Three of Swords, that's mental pain, mental anguish, memories of past relationships, past pain and suffering. The mind is holding on to the past because basically that's what it does. It just recycles. On a loop. Things that already happened. Things that are already passé. Okay, can you tell us more about this relationship? I'm looking at the Crystal Skull Wisdom, divine healing. This will be a very healing, mutually healing relationship. And you're going to have a lot of fun together. Look at the Fool. She is so carefree. And one of the first key words on, or one of the key words on the Akashic Records card, freedom. A very liberating relationship. And Spirit, your Spirit team, they are orchestrating this union. They likely are going to be orchestrating a serendipitous meeting between you and your kindred spirit. Look at this card just flying. On the Lovers, Emperor, and Queen of Swords. I'm looking forward to seeing what this card is. Let's 30:00 on the timer. Ace of Swords again. Look at that. A breakthrough. You may have tattoos. I'm noticing that he has a chest tattoo. The woman on the Lovers, she has a tattoo on her shoulder. It's an arrow. Okay, now I'm thinking Cupid. Cupid's arrow. Maybe you're Sagittarius. Don't have to be, of course. Precision, precision. He's holding something in his hand. So it makes me return to what I said. Well, it says clear on the Akashic Records card when I was looking at that, and there's a book. I was thinking storyteller. Anyway, something about creative expression. Using your throat chakra. So we have two major arcana here. The Emperor, the Lovers. This is a major event, a major breakthrough. On this new fool's journey of yours. Anything else that you'd like to add, Spirit? Three of Swords wanted to come out. Look at that. Wow, this is quite graphic. But they're red rose petals, it looks like. So flowers may be significant. Maybe even red roses specifically. The Knight of Cups is holding a bouquet of red roses. And the Star Mother card, pink roses. So roses in general. Maybe your name is Rose. Yeah, it makes me look back at the Eight of Cups. Releasing past disappointments. Releasing old energies. Okay, more on the Three of Swords, please. Thank you. Eight of Swords. You don't see this coming. You don't see this coming. At least your mind, your logical mind cannot figure this out. Six of Cups. This is a gift from the divine. Seashells, seahorses. They have their backs toward each other, but they're touching, and their fingers are lightly touching as well. Very sweet gesture, very loving gesture. Okay, so I'm thinking potentially you are already communicating with each other in the ethers or astral, whatever the correct term may be. Telepathically. Perhaps you're hearing certain songs in your mind, or when you enter a place of business or turn on the radio, whatever, YouTube, I don't know, Spotify. And a lyric stands out to you. Potentially, yes, you are telepathically communicating with your soulmate. So you may not be currently physically together, but you are in the unseen realms. Already one. Already joined. Six of Cups, a very balanced, reciprocal relationship. Excuse me, I was mistaking this for the Six of Pentacles, but this is the Six of Cups. This is childhood. Fond memories. So contrasting with the Swords energy here. Yeah, just being mentally stuck on past experiences, past extremely painful experiences, but also still maintaining hope for a beautiful love. Yeah, it's coming. Your soulmate is coming. The answer to your dreams. Oh my goodness, okay. Four of Wands. Yep, there you go. The answer to your dreams. Okay? 36:26 on the timer when I looked up. But look at this. Whew! Getting a little emotional. Look at this. Oh my God. They're holding onto each other so tightly. It's almost like a reunion. So potentially this is a past life love. Reuniting in this lifetime. Whew. Beautiful. Red flowers, yellow flowers. Yeah, so Four of Wands. You may be seeing 1111. You may be, well, there's a height difference here. So you may, yes, get married or just have some kind of commitment ceremony. Exchange vows of commitment to each other, even if it's just between you and your love. A private promise to each other. Okay, I'm going to end it there. I'm going to end it there. Thank you so much. Take care.